did that, and we went to cash, a cash society, and the value of the dollar has drastically gone down to the buying power is less than 10 cents now from where it was in the 1950s before we went off the gold reserve. What's happening today on July 17th in 2025 when no one is paying attention, no one's talking about it, everyone is in blind rage about the Epstein files, and I don't blame them. However, right now, what is being voted on today in Congress is the entire setup, groundwork, and entire infrastructure being laid to move from cash to digital currency. And the number one thing that is not happening today is a ban on a central bank digital currency. This means the ability for the government to take control of your digital bank account where all your money is and turn it off. And this is why I'm so upset and it's not being talked about. Steve, I was the only no vote on the rule last night. And Congress set a record last night, and no one's talking about that either. This was the longest vote held open for a rule in history. And it finally shut down sometime around midnight because there was a deal made, and the deal will not be honored. It was a deal that Speaker Johnson made, and he said that he would put a ban on central bank digital currency in the NDAA. But let me tell you something. That's going to get stripped out in the Senate because what they told us all week long is the Senate does not have the votes to pass a ban on a central bank digital currency. So I want to lay this out straight for you all. You never thought in your lifetime that the government would shut you down, would close your churches, would close your schools, would close your business. And that happened only a few years ago. But what is happening today is the groundwork is being laid, and it's all in the name of cryptocurrency and stablecoin. But it is the entire regulatory process to switch us from cash to a cashless society to digital currency that can be controlled by the federal government. And there will be no ban on a central bank digital currency. There will be no way to protect your ability to fully control your digital currency in the future. And I'm voting no to this today. I don't know if there'll be any other no votes on the Republican side, but I'm voting no to this because I'm a Christian and I've read the Bible and I believe what Revelations 13:16 through 17 says. And I just cannot vote for a future system that will do that.
But that's okay. Hang on.
Shalom. Let's start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and you just saw on the screen there Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she's you see her in social media and everything. She's a representative down here in Georgia, but she'll go on some rants here and there, and she's normally made out to be pretty crazy, but she's actually telling some truth here, and that this Genius Act that's being voted on currently is setting up the infrastructure for this cashless society that the elites want to bring, the elites of Edom being the so-called white man, including the small hatters. But they want to set up this technocracy in which they'll be able to control buying and selling and basically control people through technology. And they will do that by using the MOTB, the digital micro chip that they want to implant into every single person on this earth. And she's telling some truth here. She's acting as opposition, but because she's an insider. She's a part of what's going on, but they play both sides, and currently she's acting as opposition to it. But there's no reason not to believe what she's saying. This is the infrastructure for the MOTB being set up right before our eyes with these different bills and laws that are being put through currently. She's talking about the Genius Act. We just had the big beautiful bill go through that was more of a militarization part of it. and the elite are about to take control. But she mentioned Revelation 13, so we should go to it. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, so everyone on this earth, making mandatory to everybody, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So encompassing just about everybody on this earth. And you can imagine only the elite won't have it, but everybody else it's going to be made mandatory. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that's the RFID micro chip, that little device that's the size of a grain of rice. They want to put that into your hand or use a Neuralink type program to put into your brain. They want to put this all into you for you to participate in the economy, which it's going to go into. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is what is coming down the line, and we're watching the infrastructure be made for it. You see the different technological advances that are being made. They're in the news all the time. This is right before our eyes. There's no reason that you shouldn't be able to see this. And because you have seen it and you've been warned, people have been warned about this, you'll have no excuse for when the time does come, whether you take it or not. Which, if you're of the hopeful elect, you know that you cannot take this under any circumstance. It's giving up your life. I want to check out this other clip. It's on GMS Truth is Fierce from Yahweh. And here we go.
Groundwork is being laid, and it's all in the name of cryptocurrency and stablecoin, but it is the entire regulatory process to switch us from cash to a cashless society to digital currency that can be controlled by the federal government.
But there you go. While we were all distracted with the Epstein list and all the drama between Mr. Golden Dawn and Chip in the Brain and wars and rumors of wars, we can see that the Mark of the Beast Infrastructure Act has been passed. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I say Mark of the Beast Infrastructure Act? I meant the Genius Act. As we can see right here, House passes Stablecoin Genius Act. Short little summary right here is the House approved legislation to regulate stablecoins Thursday and later approved 2 other crypto bills. Well, now for those wondering, what does this mean? Well, it shows that we are one step closer to the Great Tribulation with the Mark of the Beast and a complete surveillance enslavement state. So we can see right here from this article, the Senate just passed the Genius Act, CBDCs in sheep's clothing. Now I will go ahead and read some of this article for you guys right here. So on June 18th, while the country was distracted with headlines about Mr. Golden Dawn and Iran, the U.S. Senate quietly advanced the Genius Act, a bill designed to, quote, legitimize, unquote, stablecoins. But in reality, it paves the way for a permissioned, surveilled, and tightly controlled digital currency regime. Now, apparently, according to this author, they predicted this back in their own piece titled The Great CBDC Bait and Switch. We warned the stablecoins would be used as a Trojan horse to usher in the exact same kind of financial surveillance grid promised by central bank digital currencies, which is CBDCs. My goodness, who could have saw this coming? I don't know. Now let's continue with this article. Framed as a regulatory win for innovation, the Genius Act, or what I like to call it, the Mark of the Beast Act, does far more than set rules. It effectively mandates that all legal stablecoins will fully be backed, regularly audited, and integrated into the surveillance machinery of the U.S. state. Wow, lovely. Only permitted payment stablecoin issuers may operate, and those issuers must comply with extensive oversight under the Bank Secretary Act, including KYC, AML, and sanctions enforcement. In other words, no privacy, no independence, and no dissent. Well, of course, what did these crypto bros think the government was going to do once they got their hands into cryptocurrency? Well, let's continue. The act even instructs the Treasury Department to evaluate new financial surveillance tech, including, oh, look at that, AI-powered monitoring systems and blockchain analysis tools. These technologies, we're told, will help, quote, assess privacy risks, as if privacy itself is the threat. And as he continues to say, let's be honest about what really is going on, a nationalized control grid disguised as modernization. Well, yeah, this is the beast system. Now, the old CBDC fear, it just got a fresh coat of paint and a bipartisan smile. Republicans and Democrats alike are pushing the Genius Act. I wonder why. Pretending it's a win for decentralization. But these stablecoins aren't free market crypto. They're government approved. No duh. Heavily surveilled and programmable currencies that can be frozen, tracked, and weaponized at any moment. Now, I'm sure in the future there will be a mark that you must take to be able to use this stable coin, or you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade without that mark. And what do I know? Now it's happening. The same regime that dropped the CTR threshold to $200 in border towns, surveilling people for withdrawing petty cash, will absolutely leverage these new rules to micro-track every digital transaction. Don't say. We'll add that to the list of Orwellian end times measures that this regime has implemented, as we saw the passing of the Big Brother bill, the Big Beautiful bill on July 4th, which was just a big bill building a big police state. Say that 10 times fast. Where that mega bill expanded the biometric surveillance state. Now, let's be honest, guys. This should not be a surprise to anybody who has been paying attention that this right here is the end goal. Now, this being said, it is just another box being checked to the long list of Bible prophecy that we are witnessing unfold right in front of our eyes. We are witnessing the buildup for the beast system, for the end times deception, the end times system, the infrastructure, the AI Antichrist beast system, building all around us right in front of our eyes. So,
hey, somebody answer me this.
Yeah, so you see that the Genius Bill is laying the infrastructure for the monetary system, while the Big Beautiful Bill is laying the infrastructure for the militarization or the police state that they want to bring here. And side note, I just made a lesson yesterday, and I actually said MOTB fully through, and I couldn't get it to upload. But you see, these other people get to just say it freely. But I digress. This is all trying to come online. The Edomites are trying to bring their great enterprise online, in which they'll be able to retain their birth, or the temporary birthright in which they were given. But the Lord does not want them managing the earth. You see how polluted it is, and how much confusion and darkness the earth is in. They're not the rightful rulers. They have to be moved out of the way. And Yahushua is coming to do that, but first prophecy has to take place. And this infrastructure that they're trying to lay is a part of prophecy. And it's been told to us all over and over, starting with the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, bringing out the Lord's truth, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh's truth, and preaching it, telling us the things that are to come. And it's been told over and over and over again, and it's only if you'll listen. If you were written in the book of life to listen, if you're of the Lord's elect, you will listen, and you will see that is something that cannot be taken, that we're going to have to sit out for a bit and suffer through this, but having faith that Yahushua is on his way to deliver his elect. This is the book of Habakkuk 1 and verse 5. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told you. And it's going to be a far out deliverance. It's going to be one of the most crazy things that's ever happened on the whole earth throughout all of history. What is about to go down? It's going to be the most violent time of all time, but it's going to be a time of high faith and miracles happening on this earth, as well as the deliverance. We're watching prophecy unfold right before our eyes, and this has been told to us. Some people don't believe. They're not going to believe all the way up until Yahushua returns, or until they actually take the MOTB, and then they'll be like, oh man, I shouldn't have taken that, and probably delete themselves, or who knows. But this has been told, the warning has gone out, and this deliverance is about to happen. It's the book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. And it's been set out, it's been outlined, it's been shown to us. And certain men of the hopeful elect are going out to be teachers to wake up the rest of the elect. But this is plain to the wise. Most of the others have just been blinded and can't even see it. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. The infrastructure is being laid out. The foundations of this, their great enterprise, is being laid. It is speaking. It's not lying. We can see this. And take heed. We're almost there. We're at the end. And so, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.